Hello, y'all. It is Wednesday morning. We are something like 10 minutes from the direct, and it is time to watch it. In 10 minutes anyway. I'll say if anyone's watching the VOD, there's timestamps, but there will be when it's done. So, hey, VOD, it's direct time. The Nintendo Switch 2 is about to be announced or detailed. It's gonna be an hour-long direct, and also I don't gotta be at work until after, so I figured let's go ahead and stream my reactions to it. I'll say I've gotten a good amount of sleep. I managed to go to sleep a little earlier than I usually do, and woke up before 8 o'clock, so I could do this stream. If I was just watching it, I would have just rolled out of bed at right now, maybe even a little later, maybe even like 5 minutes before, maybe even 3 minutes before. But since I'm streaming, I had to get up a little earlier. Hey, 6i, how you doing? I had to get up a little earlier to set up the stream and do all that nonsense, get my green screen going, the YouTube side up, all that nonsense. Anyway, let's we got like 7 minutes. How about last minute predictions? Honestly, I don't know that there's that much interesting to predict. I feel like I've heard everyone predicting everything. All of the basic stuff is being predicted everywhere. We're gonna see Mario Kart, we're gonna see Metroid Prime. We know those two things for sure, right? Like those things will come up. Maybe not Prime. Maybe Prime takes a break, but I think we'll see Prime. I know we'll see Mario Kart. I think it's time for a new 3D Mario. I don't think it's time for a new 3D Zelda nor 2D Zelda, so I think Zelda takes a break, accepting, of course, that we might see either a Twilight Princess slash Wind Waker remaster, or we might see GameCube Online or DS Online or something of the sort. We might see like Virtual Console, N64 online representation version of Zelda, but like a new Zelda, I don't think so. We might see some other franchises we haven't seen in a while, like Donkey Kong. I think it might be time for Donkey Kong. It's been so long since we've seen Donkey Kong. I feel like of the franchises that could be a year one hit, I think a Donkey Kong game would be right up there as far as possibilities go. But I'm not sure, so we'll see. Kirby, could see a Kirby. Is there a chance of 2D Metroid, of whatever the Dread team worked on after Dread? It'd be weird if like the sequel to Metroid Dread was around the same time as Metroid Prime 4, considering that like Prime 4 was announced before Dread was. But like it's been like 5 years, 4 years, right, since Metroid Dread. It's been a while since Dread, so I think that's possible. Um, what else? Kirby, mentioned Kirby, new 3D Kirby, new 2D Kirby. I could see that. The only thing that just because how long it's been since the last Kirby, is that a big enough game for your year one lineup? I don't know, but it's reliable and you can probably get it out. Maybe a Fire Emblem, that would make sense. Um, WarioWare would be a really good demonstration. I'm sort of thinking like what would be the great demonstration for the mouse if the mouse gimmick is what we think it is. I honestly think Mario Paint 2 would be the thing, would be like the main thing, or Mario Paint like on SNES Online, one or the other. But like other than that, I don't think I know of a better option than Mario Maker 3, and I don't think it's time for Mario Maker 3, but what if it was time for Mario Maker 3? That's a thought that I have. Also, let's say Splatoon 4 could show up. That'd be fine. Trying to think of showcases for the mouse. WarioWare. WarioWare would be a cool one. Could we get like a Wario 2D platformer like the good old days, like a Wario Land 5? What if a Wario Land 5? That would be something. I know there's Master of Disguise and Wario Land Shake It and Wario World. I think they'd probably just go back to Wario Land 5 if they did another Wario Land game. Or they'd just say like Wario Land colon mouse it up, mousecapades. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I can think of. Anything else? Kirby could use another 3D game. Yeah, that Kirby 3D game was really good, and they could easily just do 100 of those, knowing the Kirby franchise. Kirby likes to have a lot of games in its quiver. Make sure I'm on the thing. Yep, it's going. By the way, once it starts, I will adjust the volume a bit. It should be good though. Also, I've disabled the Pikmin for now because let's be serious. Let's watch the thing. I don't want any interruptions here. This could be important. You know, this could be very important. Anything else? Pikmin could have Pikmin. It's not been that long since Pikmin 4. I really doubt we could get a Pikmin 5 by now. Could there be like a mouse-based RTS spin-off of Pikmin? Possible. They gotta have something to show off the mouse. That's something I'm sure about. Like, we gotta see like a handful of games that have mouse gimmicks as a major component, and I don't know what that means, and I don't know like what games they possibly could have. WarioWare, Mario Paint, those two things just seem very easy. But like other than that, I don't know. Anything else? Anything else? No, I don't have any big huge ideas. It would be really nice if some sort of Zelda thing could be new, but it's just not been long enough since 2D or 3D Zelda, since the last one, to get either one ready in time for the Switch 2. But, like, I'll say we should be in for a big showcase, you know? We got an hour of direct business, and there's been so much stuff. It's starting? Okay. Oh! Yes! Okay. Let's go. How's the audio? Sound all nice and good? Let's see. Yeah, that sounds great. Okay. It's about to start, everyone. Let's go. Let's see this. Oh boy. Speculation time over. That's good because I was all out of speculation. The C button is for chat. That's a chat button. I don't know what that means. I have no other hardware-based things. There will be some mention of ray tracing, and it will have 4K output. I'm just gonna say that right now. I'm gonna bet that right now. I think it will, and it'll be fine. It'll upscale to 4K maybe, and that's good enough for me. Here we go! Whoa! It's the Nintendo Switch 2! We knew that. Okay. Mature! Ooh. We seeing like Perfect Dark or something? Conquer? What the hell mature game are we gonna see? Probably a third-party thing, right? Hell yeah. Oh, don't touch the mouse. Shit. I paused it for a second. That's fine. Is Mario Kart. Okay. Get the mouse off screen. Okay. And put the mouse really far away so I can't touch it accidentally. Yeah, that's Mario Kart. Yep, that looks like Mario Kart. Luigi! We love Luigi! Yoshi, Princess Peach, you motorboats. Driving on the surface of water this time. Interesting, okay. I mean, it's not that different, but, you know, it's cool. Sort of, Diddy Kong Racing. A little bit. I know, we drove underneath the water last time. It wasn't, it's not a big deal, but should make for some interesting, like, wait, rail grinding? Wall jumping? That's cool. A little bit of Sonic Adventure type crap. Cool items, including some staples. You become a truck? What's that, a wonder effect? You transform costumes mid-race for... why? Okay. That's cool. That's really cool. I hope there's, like, all sorts of colors and stuff. How's the audio? Is the audio good? Well balanced, all that? Mario Kart World, good name. That's a good name.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo.
Really, how's the audio? Sounds good.
I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
That's Takuhiro Dota.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
If I get out of the way, I'm in the name of
What you
the
just saw
way of the
was Mario
names.
Kart World, launching
It's
exclusively
fine.
on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
I think it'll be good. Yeah, that looks sick.
Entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world.
What?
Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Oh man, that's cool. It's like open world.
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
You think there's like an open world component, like driving around like a burnout paradise?
Mario Kart game. You can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world. In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
That's cool.
Don't sleep at
The
the
map
wheel.
reminds me
You'll
of
also drive
Paper
the next course as
Mario's
part of the competition.
map. I don't know like how it compares
With
though.
24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
That's a good question, like if they have the old tracks anymore, if those are just gone.
Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
That's cool. That like gives them a reason to
There are multiple
not
checkpoints along the way.
have all the tracks anymore
Your
because
below the
hey,
place
we're
are shown when you hit a
doing like an
checkpoint,
open world
you'll
thing this
be
time. It's
eliminated.
different. How can you ever remake this? How can you ever have these as classic tracks? Free roam, Burnout
You can also
Paradise.
freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Is there like Burnout Paradise stuff to
You
do?
can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you. You can also
And you can
go
do it
for scenic
online.
drives with friends. And even take photos together at different locations.
Yeah, 8 cups, that is different. Nope, hey, that's recognizable. These are tracks. I know these tracks.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario
Th-
Kart
those-
World. The game
I wonder
launches
if
on
the old
same
tracks are
day
just
as
part of the
Nintendo
world,
Switch
or
2.
if...
More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct. So
Ooh,
be on the lookout for more information in the
nice.
future.
They say it was a launch game? They said launch game?
Mario
Cool.
Kart World launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. We'll share more details in the future, so we hope
I
you
might
look
be a
forward
second
to it.
behind. Not only because I paused the YouTube for a second, but
Next,
YouTube
we'd
kind
like to
of
introduce some of the
often
new
is a
features
second
of
behind.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh boy.
These are the
Joy-Cons.
controllers for Switch 2.
Hell yeah. They look
On the
sick.
right
C!
Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
What's the C button? Chat?
let's take a look at some new.
I'm not asking
experiences
chat,
that-
I'm saying it's a chat button. Or communication. What's it stand for? It'd be cool if it was just like a camera button, like the old days, like what C used to be. Alone.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys. Woo!
Together?
That was me. That
Th-
was you. So quick.
Yeah, it's voice chat.
Wait, no.
Nix, I'm coming for you.
No, I'm about to get
Come on, no.
It, the audio is out of sync
Introducing
for
Game Chat,
everyone,
a
right?
New feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
You can do like a Skype call.
With this feature, you'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Okay. I guess you could do that. You could just do a...
While using
Microphone
the
in
Game
the
Chat
thing.
feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Like, from all the way far away?
Alright, let's keep going. Okay. So
I
It
mean,
can
I guess
pick up
it
your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
probably uses like AI or something to like isolate your
let's
voice.
make a left right here.
You know, in the good way that AI can be
Your
used.
voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a boat? Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's opaque.
And you can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you.
Hey, and
easily
having a
chat with
microphone
friends
means
and
that you
family.
can do like a DS
Open
online
the chat
and like
menu and turn on game screen
go
share.
like, hoo, blow out the candles.
You can also
And
share your
Did you see
And-
something just like go on top of that dinosaur?
yeah, you can share your screen. That's cool.
You guys are just dead.
Hey, can you do like a let them play?
Oh, he's trying to eat me. He's trying to eat me.
That'd be cool if you could do like you know, for like Mario Maker purposes, it'd be great if you could let someone else play for a second and be
chat to
like,
your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that.
be like, hey, you know, you take over, play test this level for me, show me what it's like when you play the level.
Kirby, look, you're on a star. That's so cute. So cute.
That's exactly what it's like when you're watching someone
can
play a
adjust the
game.
size of
You're
your
on a
game
star, it's
screen.
so cute.
Guys, I'm lost. Like,
Where'd you go?
Expand
Or
game
expand
screen.
Another friend's game screen.
Quality isn't great.
Above that wall that's to your left.
You're almost there,
It's just like the wall. Like if she gets past the wall.
this is where I have to do a little wall ride.
Okay.
So everyone can watch them play.
That's cool. I don't know it needs a whole button,
Okay, I think we have.
but why not?
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
Smile.
Yay.
Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose, Meeks.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, dang.
Oh, really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back. Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
The audio is out of
You can
sync for
quickly
everyone,
NPC
right?
Mute yourself and more. And
Weird.
there's this.
Kind of weird.
By connecting
Looks
this
like these
camera
are
to the
Americans, so I don't know, like,
Hey.
Hey,
some of
what's
these
up? Hello.
are look like they're speaking English.
Hey.
Hi.
Or they would.
Good.
You can appear on screen and video chat while playing a game.
Your face is on here.
Maybe it's originally in Japanese and they dubbed over it. It just sounds a little awkward.
Here's how it looks with just the camera feed.
There you go. I bet you like that.
Can you wait for me?
Please look forward to games which use your camera
Well,
feed
that's
like this.
Oh.
that's not how Mario Party should work.
Wait. Go in, and then left.
That's
Using game chat. Even
Disconcerting.
When you're apart, you can play games and hang out as if you were together in the same room. Play together or compete in
That's
online
Splatoon.
multiplayer games.
a lot of these games are just Switch 1 games. Crafted World,
Your personal favorites.
that was ported, right? That's already a thing.
Decide your own rules for a retro game competition.
Yeah, you can do like a
Or hold
race
sports
with
competition
some
between
folks.
families.
That's cool.
All together, anytime, anywhere.
Yep. I already have, you
Game
know,
chat.
the ability to stream, so I don't really need that, but, you know,
What did you think?
it's good.
In developing Game Chat, Our goal was for you to enjoy playing.
Useless
online
button if you
with
don't
others
have
more
friends.
closely,
Well, you don't
including
need to take
family and
screenshots
friends.
if you don't have
Almost as
if you
we're
don't
all
have
playing
any.
together in the same place.
There are probably people who have never used their screenshot button,
The camera
and
you saw in the trailer
you
is
know
the Nintendo
we all
Switch
get
2 camera,
a lot of use out of that.
which will be
There's
available
visual
on the same day as Switch 2.
flickering going on the video screen.
A Nintendo Switch Online membership
Whatever.
will be required to use Game Chat. However,
Makes sense.
since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time. We hope
For
you'll try
like
it
a
out.
year. Less than a year,
Additionally,
considering
Game
that
Chat
it's
supports
not
the
out
Nintendo
yet.
Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always required when a child.
There you
wants to
go. There's
use
your
Game Chat
parental
to play with their friends.
permission, 8M.
We'd like to introduce
Your
another
kids have
new
access to
experience
Discord
you can
already,
share with
though,
friends.
so like they're gonna get in voice.
On Nintendo Switch,
I should have
even
said.
if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con
I mean,
controller
that's
to
probably
friends
just
and
the
play
original
together. On
Clubhouse
Nintendo Switch
51.
2, you can play together locally
They should
on
do a new
multiple
Clubhouse
systems
50.
using just one game. With
That'd be a
Game
good.
Share.
That'd be a good
As
one
shown
for
here,
mouse
even
stuff.
Games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With Game Share, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system.
Can you just
share
do
a
like
game with
screen
up to
share?
3 other systems at a time. Game Share also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed
That's pretty
earlier.
cool.
Game Share
Hey,
can only be
it's
used with
Clubhouse
compatible
Games.
This feature is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch.
Hey, Clubhouse Games rules.
Support is also planned
They
for
need to
select
do another
games
one.
exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
Please
so we
do a
hope
new
you'll
Clubhouse
enjoy it.
Games. That'd be wonderful.
Up next, we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Please
Let
take a
me
look.
mute and unmute real fast. Okay, just making sure like any like
7.9 inches,
audio sync
Switch
is
2 has a
regular.
bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same.
I think we're good.
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
1080p screen. Very cool. Smooth gameplay up to 120.
The screen supports up to 120 frames per second.
Good for
allowing
Ori
smoother
2.
gameplay in supported titles.
HDR on
LCD
the
screen is
portable.
more vivid and supports HDR, providing more
gonna-
contrast between light and dark areas.
I'll
of the
say
game.
that's something that like I'll have to disable for like stream
The
purposes at
all-new
least
Joy-Con 2
right now.
controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach
Till
the
you hit
controller
the thing.
easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Very cool.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when
Yeah,
playing with
you
the
don't need a
Joy-Con
thing
2 held
anymore.
horizontally.
As much.
The left
They
and
look
right
nice.
sticks are now larger.
Their Hall effect as well. Mouse controls, hey, look at that.
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the
Hell
left and
yeah.
right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls.
Cool, cool.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
Cool.
It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends
Ugh.
anytime via Game Chat.
We saw
It
that.
also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice
Sick.
will come through clearly. Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can
Headphones,
be enjoyed
yeah.
with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
That can be done with basically anything. I don't know, that's like really advanced.
Place
Oh, I
your
might
Nintendo Switch
have
2
the
however you
audio-
like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this.
Could you hear the 3D effect I'm not sure. I usually have my
USB-C port found on the bottom of the
stuff
system,
set to
there's one on
mono.
top as well.
I had to do that recently for a GameCube game. It
It's
just wasn't
handy for
capturing the
connecting a USB-C
stereo
camera
correctly. But I think I turned that
or
back.
charging in tabletop mode.
Oh, that's a cool stage. That's a cool track.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage.
That's a good
8
amount.
times that of Nintendo Switch.
What about
Storing
like
your game
SD
downloads,
cards?
Save data, and more.
Can you get like 2 terabytes in
Reading
there?
and writing data is also faster. Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games. HDR is also supported in TV
There you go.
mode.
There's 4K. Of course there's 4K. People said they were worried yesterday there wouldn't be 4K, but there is
The
4K.
Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your
Ooh.
system cool. This
Look at
helps
that.
keep
That's
performance
cool.
stable.
Cool looking dock.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games.
Mario
Physical
Maker
and
was
digital
there.
Games are supported.
I guess if I want to travel my Switch 2 and stream with it ever, I'm gonna have to bring that full dock. I can't get like a travel dock this time, since it has like a fan and crap in it.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch.
I think the audio is
We
just a little
redesigned
weird.
the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features. And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
What is it?
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself.
Welcome tour?
This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
Cool.
Exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game.
That's cute.
There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them.
Where are the
This
magnets?
sign reads, "Where are the magnets?"
They're there.
The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system.
Huh.
The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal. So that's how they attach to the system.
That's cool.
A magnetic circuit is formed between them so they won't easily detach.
Look at that detail. That's nice to
Through
know.
examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can
Ooh.
even do something like this.
Look at that.
You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con
Some basic
2.
mini game and stuff.
By
WarioWare
combining
is
the
going to be
mouse
good with
controls and
this.
Gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover
Mario Paint.
even as you're playing mini-games and tech demos.
Is this like your Mario Paint?
Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo
Paid
Switch 2.
digital game?
So please check it
Okay.
out if you're interested.
I thought it would be
Now,
free
I'd
from
like
how
to
they were
share some
describing
more
it.
Information regarding Nintendo Switch 2. This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
Okay.
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds. Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards.
Okay.
They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible.
And how large can they go?
Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible. Additionally, to transfer data
How big
from
can they
Switch
go?
to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature.
Same as
With
before.
this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more. We're also releasing
Ooh.
a new Pro controller.
looks
It has
nice.
the C button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls.
Nice.
In addition, an audio
Good,
jack has been added.
Quality of
We've
life
introduced
feature.
a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article.
Good
on the
looking Pro
website,
controller.
where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We
The
hope
shoulder
you'll check
buttons
that
still look
out as
kind of
well.
stylish. And they're like different color.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
Oh!
Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
Yep.
We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
When are the pre-orders? That's in line with what people have been saying.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch
Yep.
2 games.
Upgraded games and
These games take
multi-compatible,
advantage of the performance
backwards
and
compatible
features of
games.
Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch.
So you won't be able to play like your Ring
Nintendo
Fit
Switch
probably
2
because
edition
it
games
requires
are
a
the third type.
different Joy-Con.
Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more. Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party
Jamboree
Jamboree.
TV?
Please take a look.
I didn't play Jamboree.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on
Let me
the base
try
game and adds new
refreshing,
features,
maybe.
including mouse controls, rumble,
I've been hearing some weird like
gameplay that uses a camera
feels like
accessory.
the audio's been a little out of
Can be
sync, but
accessed on Switch 2.
let's see if that helps.
Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up,
Like
is
the
Mario
the
Party
Switch
mode.
effect isn't
With a single
synced
camera,
up right.
Up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all
Wait,
the
where's the
reactions
camera on
and
the
emotions
Switch
in
2?
real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online.
That's cool. Hey, sure, why not?
Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins.
I've seen this
Ride
sort
an
of thing
RC car
before.
with your voice. Go.
Okay.
Compete in other mini-games using full body movement and sound.
That
Finally,
probably works better than it
ride
did
on the mouse-controlled
in Mario Party
carnival
6 or
coaster.
7.
With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off.
Hey, there's like some wonder stuff in there.
Use mouse
The
controls
wonder
to shoot down
flowers.
enemies while
Or
you
not the
feel
wonder
bumps and
flowers,
rumbles
the...
of the coaster.
Did those guys have a name?
When you enter a pipe, a mini-game will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects.
The sync
Enjoy
of the
thrill
audio
of
doesn't
these
just doesn't
intuitive
seem great.
mini-games. How quickly can you reach the station?
Oh well.
From mini-games that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree.
I wonder if they could do a
Nintendo
Mario
Switch 2
Maker
edition,
update.
plus
That would
Jamboree
be
TV,
really
launches
fitting.
On Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo
gonna say
Switch 2
probably not,
edition
but-
plus Jamboree TV by purchasing
I
an
think they
upgrade
just
pack.
focus on a new Mario Maker versus just like, hey,
Please look forward
mouse
to the
control
new
for Mario
Party
Maker 2.
experience, where you can see each other's reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Breath of the Wild? Oh, both of them,
Nintendo
okay.
Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend
Sick.
of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced
I didn't
resolution
consider
and frame rates.
Upgrades to Zelda, I
Also
probably should have
support
done.
HDR, which makes the image more vibrant, so you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics.
I assume everyone just is hearing this,
Plus,
like, audio
You
thing
can get
across the
even
board,
more out of
right?
your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
Or you can
Yeah,
share
it's
your
just
creations
clearly
using
off.
QR codes and send them to
The
another
hell.
player to create in their game.
Maybe it sounds right to y'all. Maybe it's just like the delay of capturing that I'm hearing, seeing. But usually when I'm playing a game, it's just imperceptible.
These features will make your adventures
You know, even
more
though I'm
enjoyable.
playing off my TV and I'm technically hearing the slightly delayed audio.
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive. to the
Everyone's
Nintendo
behind?
Switch 2 edition,
Okay.
along with improved graphics and
Even on Twitch, definitely, like, part of me is going like, should I open up Twitch and try to find, like, the Twitch version rather than the YouTube version? But sounds like the answer might be no. Hey, Kirby,
we hope you're
new
looking
levels for
forward to
Kirby.
Kirby's new adventure.
That's cool. I'm surprised there's not just a full new
Metroid
Kirby
Prime
game.
4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
That's the one I'm gonna play. The Switch 2 version. Is it gonna come out at launch?
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls.
Only
for
on
intuitive
YouTube?
Gameplay on Switch
The
2.
direct sounds off, 3 streams. Gotcha, yeah.
Plus, you
Okay.
can explore the immersive world in 4K.
No one
at
has a
60
solution
frames per
for this.
second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120 frames per second.
I mean,
Choose
I
from these
could
two modes,
maybe in
both of
post.
which
Can you
support
fix that in
HDR,
post?
Based on your preference and playstyle.
Like, move the... I have this all, like, going to different audio channels. I could, like, in post fix it, I guess.
Will not
In
only
theory.
receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well.
Better
Taking
not to.
advantage of the power of Switch 2,
This is
you
authentic.
can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates.
And also, it is a work day, so after this, I need to
The
just,
Nintendo Switch 2
you
edition
know,
games you
stop
just saw
streaming
will be
and get to
available as
work.
both Physical and digital versions.
after some breakfast, you know?
And
Didn't
if you
have
already
breakfast
own
before the
Nintendo
stream.
Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Upgrade
We
pack,
hope
what the
you're looking
hell?
forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game.
Include the
featuring
upgrade
mouse
packs
controls with
in
Joy-Con 2
expansion
controls.
pack, please. Thank you.
Please take a look.
What was that, Joy-Con? Mouse stuff for... Mouse stuff, okay. Okay, we're seeing some mouse stuff. Is this a new game? Or is this like... Okay, this is... What? Okay. Mouse sports. Drag and drive. Interesting. This seems like the sort of thing that would be a fun gimmick, but not necessarily something you would want to play all the time. You know, I feel like this is sub-ARMS, you know? Now then again, there's some interesting, like, Joy-Con uses. This is like your arms. And I'll say, Wheelchair Dude would be a fun Smash character. I'm just gonna say that right now. That guy looks like it'd be a cool addition to Smash. I'd put this motherfucker in Smash. Look at that. Guy in a wheelchair. There's no guy in a wheelchair in Smash Brothers now.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls.
If ARMS can get into Smash Brothers, that can.
Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Partner stuff. We're like halfway through the direct.
I have long
Is that Elden Ring? I've never played Elden Ring. Well, actually, I bought it and then I got really confused and I was like, okay, you know what, this isn't for me, and then I returned it. I learned later that I was supposed to jump into a hole to find a tutorial, but instead I said, hole dangerous. Okay, I'll just wander over here.
You will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
There's gonna be some good games on this that are like, hey!
From Supergiant Games.
Hades!
Here to say that
2!
Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Sick!
Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan.
I love Hades.
You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth.
I haven't seen any of this since
from Greek myth in a story
early
that
trailers.
reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
Nice, 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 nice.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの中山です。我々がお届けするタイトルはストリートファイター6です。本体を持ち寄っての対戦はもちろん、任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。ソフトは通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した Years 1-2 ファイターズエディションのバージョンと、さらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
I've never played a Street Fighter game, so that doesn't do anything for me.
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed.
Is this
All operating at
Vanguard?
normal levels. Testing data
What is
link
this?
fine. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment.
Arsenal gear?
I'm for
No.
sale in your
Is that a thing? Arsenal gear is like a Metal Gear in a Metal Gear, right? But that's a different thing, probably.
The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart!
I don't know what this is.
All children bring hope to our lives.
Demon Machina? New game, new IP? Okay.
Hey, this is Joseph Forrest from Hazelight.
It's Split Fiction.
I'm super excited for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2.
That'd be
The
cool.
game is a story about friendship.
I think Mario Maker
You play
3 is
as
going to be
Neo,
next
who
year.
writes sci-fi, and
Year after,
Zoe,
maybe.
who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories.
I hear that's really great.
To help them break free.
But I
Let me tell you
don't
this,
know
if you
who
like
I would
Take
play it
Two,
with, so,
you'll love this
you
one,
know.
trust me. And of course,
Maybe
if
with
you're
the
able
Switch
to
2
play
feature
Split
to just
Fiction
like,
and then Switch 2
share a copy with someone. You can just get one copy and be like, hey friend, come play with me. You don't have to pay anything. And, you know, then it'd be easier to round up a second person from your Discords or whatever. That'd be nice.
It's in the game.
I would like to play it.
Hi, I'm Alan 2 from Avalanche Software.
Maybe it could come to
Hogwarts Legacy.
it could come to it could come to it could come to Game Pass as well. That would also be a solution for getting people to play it.
And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the
You know, I'll say I do go to many a theme park. You know, I do go to Universal theme parks that have Harry Potter areas. So like, whoa! Pro Skater. This is gonna be our first look at some of the ported tracks and stuff. Okay, looks sick. So like, you know, it's not like I have no exposure to Harry Potter these days, but like, you know, I would hesitate about featuring it, you know? Introducing a new skater lady. Skater Island, cool. What? SpongeBob? Okay.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive.
Hitman!
We're bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination to Nintendo
Oh,
Switch
fuck
2.
yes! I'm gonna get that version.
Best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission.
Handheld Hitman? Fuck yeah! I need that in my life. Oh man, I'm gonna play Hitman on my Switch 2 whilst watching the TV. Oh, that's fucking great.
Familiar agent to the platform.
Hitman is a the Hitman 1 through 3 combined. That's like a top 10 game for me, honestly. Really. For real. 100%. That's top 10 for sure. Oh, and they're doing their James Bond game as well. Good for them.
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Yeah, pretty much anything that's third party that's been held off for like technical reasons is slated for Switch 2.
Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition. Featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles.
Didn't play Bravely Default.
To build out your very own party.
Show Metaphor.
With upgraded features and enhancements.
Just pop up Metaphor or something. That'd be a good one. I mean, there's so many great third-party games that never made it to Switch.
HD remaster.
Have we seen anything from Microsoft?
Warrior of Light once more.
Hey, it's Yakuza. Or Like a Dragon. Which one is it? Zero is really good. Probably the best as far as story goes. It's probably the best like jumping on point. I'll say a thing about Yakuza is they put up so many games that like it's hard to find time to finish them all. You know, by the time you're like 10 hours into one, it's, you know, there's so much to go, and you stop playing it, and then a year later they release another one that's just as long. You're like, okay, well.
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who
we already
dwell
know
on the
about
surface,
the upgrades.
their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom.
Is this Hyrule Warriors 3?
But in time, a terrible evil arose.
A flower moves pixels.
A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
Is this
Perhaps
Hyrule Warriors?
we truly have traveled back in time.
Oh, this is like Zelda's perspective on
Hyrule Castle?
Here's the Kingdom.
Then that must mean this really is the past.
That looks like, yeah, that looks like Hyrule Warriors, isn't it? Ooh, you go down to the depths again? That's cool. I mean, I'll say, like, Hyrule Warriors doesn't do that much for me. But, like, it'd be cool to see, like, what the depths looked like back in the day. You know. I wonder if there's, like, a society down there. You know, like, what you would imagine.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War, which took place in Hyrule long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online.
Ooh, hey.
You can continue to
GameCube?
enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2.
Is it time for GameCube Online?
And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack,
GameCube Online, GameCube
you
Online.
can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2.
GameCube?
Please take a look at this.
Is it GameCube? Ah! Ah! It's GameCube! Fuck yeah! I'm crying a little bit.
Plus expansion pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Gamecube, originally released in 2001.
I'm crying a little bit.
Will be available at launch.
Wind Waker.
A Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Transcending
Soul Calibur 2.
A tale of
Cool.
souls and swords
With the Link. Link in it.
Weapons-based fighting game. Each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon. And
Star Fox Adventures, please.
Enters the fray. Soul
Melee.
Calibur 2.
Ooh, F-Zero. Hey, that's a good one.
Racing at speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour. 30 machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races. Featuring the series' first machine customization and
can we
story
get
mode,
a Mario Sunshine?
Experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online.
Cool.
Enjoy these classic games with clear.
Okay, we're starting out slow.
Higher resolution than the original.
Just 3 for now.
You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your
Customizable controls, finally, thank God. That's
titles will be added.
I assume that's going to be a change made to N64 and otherwise online.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics.
Are you selling a controller? Are you selling a controller? I will buy a controller.
Launches the same day as the hardware's release.
Let me buy a controller.
And a dedicated controller designed after the
Let's
original
go!
GameCube controller will also be released.
Let's fucking go!
Wirelessly, and also has a C button to quickly access game chat.
Look at that, it has a little ZL on it. That's funny.
GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
That's the most excited I've been all night, all morning. It's morning. Can't forget that.
Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems shown here on Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
Okay. There's gotta be like a big Mario, new Mario. I think that's gonna be like the big thing. Oh, hey, it's 3+4 Deltarune. Hell yeah. I love Deltarune. Deltarune is phenomenal. Deltarune Chapter 2 was like my game of the year. That year it happened. And, you know, I've definitely thought like, well, it was just one chapter. Perhaps I, should have... I probably should have put, like, Metroid at top, but... This game is wonderful and good, and, what the hell? I don't know how some of those minigames will work on PC and stuff. Wait, 3+4?
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox. Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo Switch 2.
You know, Borderlands 2 was like really, really goddamn good back in the day, you know? I think like it's worth saying that like Borderlands 2 was so good, it was like a game of the year tier game, and a game that like if you put it on a top 100 list of Xbox 360 games, you very easily go like, yeah, no, that hangs. But later, Borderlands games, yeah, I don't know, they just don't cut it for me. I say later ones, it was just 3, I guess, that was just kind of whatever, but it was kind of whatever.
More intuitive gameplay experience.
Okay, yeah.
On the same day as Switch 2.
I have been saying that like a strategy game or an RTS would make real sense with showing off the mouse.
The upgrade. And we have even more news from 2K.
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinks.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
We can't wait to see you in the ring.
And on the court.
Not every announcement's gonna be for me.
4 kids find this old tattered map. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees. Awesome! You nailed it! Hook, line, and sinker. Tastes amazing, doesn't it?
Video?
Really have started to master this survival thing. Next stop, the top.
Trailer broke.
Ha! Nicely done. Well, I think that's everything.
Yeah, it looks like everyone is frozen screen.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll. Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2.
I don't care about Enter the Gungeon, so that's fine.
In our roguelike shooter sequel. Now reloaded in a new 3D art style. You can expect some fancy
Nintendo
to return.
Nintendo!
We're still working on the game. We're excited
Nintendo!
to work with you in the future.
Please! Don't announce Mario Odyssey 2 like this! Bug snacks? There we go, it's civilization. More civilization, okay. Okay, it's back, it's back. I was really worried there. They were going to announce Mario Odyssey 2 or something without us being able to see it. Wait a minute! This is... Oh no! This is minutes ago.
My name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time.
Nintendo! Nintendo, stop! Stop!
Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home or on the go.
I don't know what's going on.
Characters and discover engaging stories when Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2.
Cyberpunk apparently just got announced. That's fine. Well, that's the parts of that trailer that we didn't see look nice.
Nintendo Switch 2で Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade を発売いたします。
I think they're announcing Final Fantasy VII. That's fine. I don't care. Hey, it's Enter the Gungeon. Remember this from a couple minutes ago? Please don't announce Mario Odyssey 2 like this. Oh, thank God, they fixed it. They fixed it, folks. Okay. Pretty good showing for third parties, you know? They, you know, there are a couple games there where I'm just like, okay, I don't care. Silksong! Hey! That's this year? That's gonna be an exciting one for many people. Including me, since I played Hollow Knight last year for the first time, so I'm in on that. I'm excited to play the Silksong. A new Puyo Puyo Tetris? Okay. That's cool. Not every game is gonna be for me. That game was supposed to be very mid. Nobunga's Ambition, Awakening Complete Edition. That kind of looks like a F-Zero Fast Fusion. Cool. Shadow Labyrinth, remember that from last week's Direct? It looks pretty good. Some of these were in last week's Direct. I think some of these are better as just like, 2-second things versus like whole entire 5 minutes demonstration trailers. Fortnite. That's an exciting one for people. Arcade Archives 2 Ridge Racer. A new Layton. Cool. Layton's good. I should play a Layton. Human Fall Flat 2? Sure, why not? I played a few Laytons. I tried to get into one on the phone once. And on the phone, it just didn't work as well for I don't know why.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners.
One more from partners, probably a big one. What is it? Resident Evil? Silent Hill? Left 4 Dead? No. I'm just thinking that because of the hand. I'm thinking Silent Hill.
My blood. I give you
Never played it.
my life.
Silent Hill is already out. Silent Hill 2 Remake also already out. Probably not that. It's gotta be a new game.
And transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
Dusk Falls? No, that's entirely different. That's like Tom Goes to the Mayor. Oh, it's a new From Software game. Okay. I bet people are very excited for that. It looks like it's modern day. Could this be Mech? What's it called? Mech Warrior or what are those games called? I played the last one. This is not the mech game. No. Howard Arbor. What is that called? Steel Armor? Metal Armor? What the fuck is that series called? I played the last one, it was great. I don't think it's that, though. This is like a new thing. Cool, if you like From Software games, that's very cool. Kinda looks like a Nier situation. Like the Nier guy head. Okay. Well, we got like 5 minutes left of the Direct. A vampire game, that's cool. People who are big From heads probably are freaking out. Maybe.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
We got time for Mario.
Carrier of blood.
Looks like the one big game here is Mario 3D, I would say, 3D Mario. It'd be, one thing that like Kit and Krista apparently were speculating, and I've have like, +1 as like, oh, that would be good. Was like, what if 3D Mario is like a crossover with Donkey Kong, and it's like Donkey Kong and Mario teaming up in a 3D platformer where both of them are playable or something, and that would be that. I think that could be really cool. But probably safer bet to say like Odyssey 2, Galaxy 3, new IP entirely. I wouldn't be surprised if it was open world. I mean, I would be surprised because like, what is that? But like, if it was open world, that'd be a new frontier for Mario.
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software.
I know Bowser's Fury exists, like a full-scale 3D
We'll
open
be
world
publishing
game.
The creator's voice article, where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available. That's all from our publishing and development partners. We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation. In addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, I get it.
We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Pretty much everything's coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Next, please take a look at this.
They didn't say it was the last thing. What they're showing now. Smash Brothers? Kirby. That's a Kirby star. Is it a new Kirby? Is it a Smash Brothers? This could be Kirby. This could also be Smash Brothers. We don't know. The slashes kind of make it look like Smashy. Oh, is it a sequel to the racing Kirby game? That's been forever. Hey, that's fun. That's a great throwback, and they can put out the original one on GameCube Online. Kirby Air Ride. Riders. They should put out the original one on GameCube. That'd be cool. I never played it. I would play it, though, if it was on GameCube Online. What? Sakurai's? Okay. What? He's not making Smash Brothers 2? Or
Kirby
3?
Air Ride, which originally released on the
next Smash Brothers game?
Is getting a brand new game.
What the hell? Who's making Smash Brothers?
Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai.
Who's making Smash Brothers?
Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
Who's making Smash Brothers? I thought they went into it so fast we didn't even have time to say, like, is this Mario? This looks really wacky. This doesn't look like Mario. Last trailer, huh? This Ingot Isle? Donkey Kong? Wait, monkeys! Donkey Kong! What? Donkey Kong! Donkey Kong! Holy shit! They're rolling with Donkey Kong, and there's the new design that we saw in Mario Kart. It's a 3D Donkey Kong game. Oh, that's a grin. Open world 3D Donkey Kong game? This is very different from, like, any other DK game that's ever been. I don't know how to feel about this, necessarily. And the music. What the hell is this music? This is like Donkey Kong Tears of the Kingdom. There's some 2D parts. That's cool. Animal buddies. Yeah. Is this a launch game? Holy shit. Bonanza. Cool. That'll be month 2 of the Switch.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies,
different
walls,
clothing
the ground,
than normal.
and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
So far. One more thing.
To recap,
3D Mario?
Nintendo
Did they
Switch
say it
2
was the last
launches on
one?
June 5th. Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch. We'll release
price.
Nintendo
We need
Switch
price.
2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
Okay, I'll get that, sure.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website. which
Price,
goes live
please?
Later today.
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch.
Price,
We're very much
please?
looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
Price?
We appreciate you joining us today.
They didn't say a price. With tariffs, maybe it's complicated. You know, maybe it's like, let's see. I don't know. Yeah, there'll be some more directs next couple days showing off some of these other games. Yeah, that was a killer direct. That's the best direct they've had in a long time. I'll say I'm really surprised that there wasn't a 3D Mario. That's definitely what I think everyone figured would be the anchor for the thing. Also, did we get a Metroid Prime 4 date? I don't think we did we? I don't think we got a Metroid Prime 4 date, so they didn't say like, oh, it's coming out same day as launch. I don't know that that's a launch title. The launch lineup, I don't know that they really like. You know, it wasn't like the most loaded thing in the world. I would have expected maybe like the 3D Donkey Kong to be at launch. What else was at launch? There was the Welcome World thing, and also what was that first game that they showed? Mario Kart. Mario Kart is launch. Okay, Mario Kart is their big launch game. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Okay, you know what? I'll say that. That's a really good game to have at launch. The Welcome thing will be launch. Some updates like Jamboree and the Kirby update presumably launch. Maybe that like wheelchair sports game. Yeah, that's a pretty good lineup. I don't think it is as hot as like the Nintendo Switch 1 launch lineup, you know, the first year, which had like Tears of the Kingdom and Mario Odyssey, 2 of the best games of all time. Let's go back a bit for a second. Post-stream review here. Mario Kart looks really sick. Mario Kart looks really sick. The wall running, the open world parts, that's just really neat. Really breaks the mold as far as like what's been done there. There's the chat feature. That sounds fine. Not really. I don't really know I'll use that much, but like for those who don't have the capacity already to stream, that's pretty cool for like, you know. I've definitely like gone into Discords and been like, okay, let's I've definitely gone into Discords and been like, okay, let's hang out, let's everyone get on stream and you know, chat for a while. But you know, especially mid-pandemic, that was a big thing that I used to do. But I haven't done it in like 3 years because the community just like that used to do hangouts and stuff just sort of drifted apart. So I could see the usefulness, but also it's like I don't got like that sort of thing in my life anymore where I would necessarily make big use of it. Game share is a good feature for multiplayer that hopefully should help with games like Split Fiction, things like that. I like the size, the mouse stuff. They didn't really show off that much mouse stuff, or that many games that necessarily are like big difference with the mouse. There was no like Mario Paint, unless you count the tech demo of like this thing, the
That's how they attach to the system.
This tech demo thing, which hey,
You'll
cool.
check that out as well.
I was kind of expecting like a
now,
Mario
the Nintendo
Paint
Switch 2
type thing. There's upgrades for games. That some of them sound pretty substantial. That's nice. How did I feel like I glazed over this part, sharing builds using like QR codes and stuff. That's pretty neat.
These features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
How did I glaze over that? Was I talking about something when that happened? There was the drag thing. That's a arms type thing. I don't think that'll be big, but I could see that in Smash Brothers.
Excited for Split Fiction to come to
Give you even more
They announced like a number of really cool third-party stuff that's coming, like Tony Hawk, Hitman, Yakuza. Hyrule Warriors doesn't do much for me. Gamecube. That's probably the most excited I was this stream. Wait, what was that? What was that? I glazed over this part entirely. Let's look at that lineup.
Enjoy the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
I don't know how I glazed over that. Hang on. Maybe I was just so focused on like customizable controls that I missed the thing. Mario Sunshine. Okay, very good. That's what you need. Strikers. Hell yeah. Pokemon XD's Fire Emblem. Chibi Robo. Never played Chibi Robo. That'd be a cool one. Luigi's Mansion. Coliseum. No Pikmin or anything. Some of those are going to be weird. Was Wind Waker one of them? Oh, Wind Waker's launch. Twilight Princess, though. Where's that? I'm curious how they're going to handle like the size of GameCube games. That's, you know, because they're so big, how are you going to have them all installed at once? It's a bigger like ask than normal, but maybe they'll be like install them as you want. Deltarune, that's exciting. I love Deltarune. I'm happy that's finally ready to go. There was the part where the stream froze for like a whole bunch of time. That was not great. Bunch of third-party games. New FromSoft doesn't do anything for me. And yeah, the last major announcement. Oh yeah, there's Air Ride. Sure, that'll be cool. They should add the other Air Ride to GameCube Online.
20 years ago is getting a brand new game.
The one I'm most... I'll say, big Donkey Kong fan, love Donkey Kong Country. I'm not sure how to feel about this. If you ask me why, I would say like, well, it doesn't look that Donkey Kong Country. You know, I don't see any real DK DNA here. This more looks like Tears of the Kingdom, but with Donkey Kong. That would be like my, that'd be like how I would describe this so far. It has sort of a Tears of the Kingdom-y look to me. The like enemies don't look especially Donkey Kong to me, and you know, these aren't Kremlings, right? Like this is not the return of like K. Rool and stuff. That's like the most DK part, where it goes side-scrolling for a second. Well, otherwise, this looks a lot more like a Zelda than it does like a DK game. That said, like, hey, maybe a more Zelda-y Donkey Kong. Maybe that's an interesting way forward for the series. I just worry that, like, you know, like Jungle Beat before it, you know, it's kind of feels like a departure. Kind of feels like, you know, isn't honoring its roots. does it like have enough of the DKC vibes to really like make the grade? I don't think we saw any bananas as collectibles in this, which is a concern. We saw espresso, so there will be animal buddies. So that's like, I mean, I think that was espresso. Let's see. Looks like you're collecting like little orb things. The personality is, yeah, there's espresso. That's definitely supposed to be espresso. I say that as if I know for sure. Like, you got a little rock guy there as your partner rather than like Diddy Kong. And what's the deal with that? He's also wearing pants now. I mean, maybe. And also those rocks, they look like they have the interior of like a banana situation going on. Maybe this is a new generation of Donkey Kong. Maybe this is Donkey Kong's son. Maybe the Donkey Kong we know and love for the last 20 years has retired and become the Cranky Kong of this world. And now this Donkey Kong is a brand new Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Jr. Jr., you know, the third generation of Donkey Kongs after the, original Donkey Kong became Cranky Kong. DK Jr. became Donkey Kong in the 90s. And it's been like 30 years since then. So like 30 years, geez. It is time for a new Donkey Kong to step up. So like maybe I shouldn't like feel too like bad about that, but it's a big difference. I don't know, I'm ready. I don't know like about these vibes. It's very different from the traditional Donkey Kong I know and love. Who is that? Kind of looks like an evil Candy Kong. That about sums it up. You're gonna take a break. Well, look, it's about time for work to start, so I think it's all time we take a break. Mario Kart and Mario Kart GameCube, those two things look sick as hell. And I'm so happy to see GameCube after like
that was a brand new
so long.
Action game starring Donkey Kong.
I don't know how to feel about
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
About a Zelda like Donkey Kong that doesn't have like the same classic personality of like DKC.
And just about everything as you
I'm a little nervous, truth be told, about everything we've seen so far.
We hope you're looking forward to it.
I'm more nervous than excited for Donkey Kong, and that's like maybe sad, but I could really dig it.
Nintendo Switch
they didn't
2
say a
launches
price.
on June
That's
5th.
the big thing they didn't say. Price.
Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch.
His style's kind of
We'll
different.
release
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch 2,
So different. So
as well
different.
as a bundle that includes
No price announced. Whatever. Let's take it to the close. Folks, that was the Nintendo Direct. That was the Nintendo Direct stream. For once, I don't think I'll do a raid today. I gotta go to work. I gotta get I gotta get going. I can't, actually do a raid and follow through in the way that I would if I was like off, if like I was free up after this. But it's a work day. I gotta get going. I gotta leave this place. Thanks for joining. I'll say, I have figured out some things about like what's going on with the LASIK, and I think it's gonna be like later in the month. So next Tuesday there will be a playthrough stream. Let's keep that going. Also next Thursday, not this Thursday, next Thursday, I'll be starting into the blueprints. That'll be a Game Pass stream. But the main thing that'll happen later this week and every week is Friday. I'll be back on Friday. That's the next stream here in the present. I'll be back on Friday with viewer levels, Super Mario Maker 2 viewer levels. That'll be at 6 p.m. as per usual. I'll see you then. And then, you know, there'll be the random rareware playthrough thing. Picking up with Star Fox Adventures or Conquer or a mystery game on Tuesday. I'll say I have a new plan for that. I'm going to decide what game it's going to be before that stream. Specifically on the Friday stream, that's when we're going to spin the wheel. We're going to spin the wheel on the Friday stream so that we know what it is going in, and also I can kind of hype it up. If it's going to be Conquer, if it's going to be Star Fox, if it's going to be the mystery game, I can reveal the mystery game if it lands on that. We'll do that next time during the Friday stream, and then we'll know what is up. We'll know what is coming. I don't know when in the Friday stream, if it's going to be like up top or at the end or whatever. Wait, Nintendo Japan says $350 USD for base Switch 2. Holy shit, that's a good price. Does it really? $450 with the bundle, hopefully. I mean, I think if $350 USD in Japan, then with tariffs, then yeah, it'd probably be like $400. $450 with the bundle. Is it? Hang on. Let's. Yeah, sure. Post a link. Post a link. Yeah. What's up? Hide the docket real fast. What's up? Do they have a price? Hang on. Let's just punch this into Google real fast. No, it didn't go through. It looks like it was swallowed by the thing. Okay, here's news. Everything announced. Oh, hey! Business Wire. Just now says, okay, here's the price. We got price. Switch 2 launches June 5th at $450. $450. That's the price. Why wasn't it in the direct? Okay. Maybe it just like came in so hot that they didn't know for sure what that price was going to be. They didn't know for sure what price that was going to be. Weird. Okay. And it comes with a Switch 2 console, Joy-Con controllers, a grip, straps, a dock, a high-speed HDMI cable, a Switch 2 AC adapter, and a charging cable. Is that the Mario Kart version with the 450? Or is it, I think that's just the regular one. Maybe the, that's the bundle. That's, with Mario Kart included. Oh, that's 500. 500 for Mario Kart. Okay. I'll get that version. Yeah, I'll get that version. That's fine. I mean, that's a little lower than what people were thinking. People were thinking like 500 base. So that's a good price, I think. That's fairly good. Yeah, they have two versions, one with the thing, one without it. Yeah, that's everything they announced. It launches in 2025. Okay, so Metroid Prime 4 still doesn't have a date. What the hell? I guess maybe that's their holiday game. I mean, I said for ages, like, yeah, Prime isn't going to make launch, but in my heart of hearts, I kind of believe that Prime would actually make launch, honestly. Okay, we got that information. Okay, cool. Shit, there was actually a price to be had. I can't wait to pre-order it. When does the pre-orders open? That's what I need to know right now. Anyway, I need to go get to work, and I work from home on Wednesdays, so it's not a concern. You know, I just need to end the stream and log in, all that crap, you know, as you do. But this was fun. This was a good direct. I think one of the best directs they've done in years. A top tier direct for sure. I'm surprised no 3D Mario, but yeah, that's a killer lineup. That's gonna be good. I'm really excited for everything. Mario World is probably the thing I'm most excited for, followed by GameCube Online, and then, well, third-party games. There's some really good third-party games like Deltarune in there, but as a big Donkey Kong fan, I'm gonna have to. I hope that I like the new Donkey Kong. I'm a little concerned that it's not like the same vibes. The classic feel isn't there. You know, it's kind of just like, oh no. They did another Jungle Beat. They rebooted it. Oh crap. What happened to the IP that I have been a big fan of for 30 years? You know, they rebooted it again for the first time since Jungle Beat. Oh. Maybe this time it'll stick and this will be the thing. Looks really weird. I don't know how to feel about that. Folks, I'll see you on Friday for viewer levels. We will decide what random rare replay we're playing on Tuesday then, and then I'll see you on Tuesday. And then the Thursday after that, gonna do a Game Pass stream where I try out the Blueprints, which I hear rumors of it being phenomenal. People are sort of hinting that there's a game coming out in 2 weeks that is like a game of all time type game. And also people are hinting that there is a game of all time type game coming out on Game Pass soonish. So, you know, you put those two things together, it's Blueprints. That's the scuttlebutt. I want to try it out live on that day. So look forward to that. Look forward to viewer levels. Look forward to everything. No raid. Let's just end. Okay, folks. I'll see ya on Friday for viewer levels. Bye. Solid Direct. Bye.